the Kraken Cafe. You got to give me the story behind the name. I love the name.
We met actually fresh out of culinary school working on the strip. So
Wow.
I'm pretty new out of culinary school. She's pretty new. And like, how about we make croquettes? I was like, my family has a Southern background. And I grew up eating stuff like salmon croquettes for breakfast and stuff like that. So I decided that I wanted to make something a little healthier. So we just pan-seared it. But pretty much.
Your host, Coil, baby. Yes. I know if you guys been tuning in, you've been seeing a lot of content lately of the foodies. You know, I'm a foodie out and I love a good burger. Love a good spot. I love a good story also. Now, success hits different when you're homegrown in Las Vegas, especially when your business is in the same industry you went to school for and spend 15 years contributing dedicated service prior. Now, this couple that I'm speaking on has skipped no steps in their road to success. And you know I love a great food truck to a brick and mortar story. Today, I want to welcome you, Chef Elijah, owner of Kraken Cafe. Chef Elijah, I want to thank you for joining me. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Thank you. I want to thank you while we're on air for you and your wife welcoming my family and I there and doing a review. Great food. It's great hospitality. And I want to thank you guys. You guys are doing a good job.
Thank you. Thank you. We really
Yeah.
appreciate you guys coming out.
No problem, man. I have always start off with advice, just something different. Now, knowing that you and your wife started together, give us quick advice. The word is they say money and blood don't mix, but what would be quick advice on couples starting a business together? Something that, you know, usually couples, if it was just friends owning a business, but it is different dynamics when it's a couple. So what would be some advice that you can give that will come first to other couples that's starting?
I would say communication. You know, communication is key. It's very hard to have these conversations sometimes because business is very different than a personal relationship.
True.
But you have to make sure that you're very clear in both aspects of what you want so you can, you know, achieve both metrics in both areas.
Wow, it's
You know,
beautiful, man. I love that wisdom. Yes. Now, the Kraken Cafe, you got to give me the story behind the name. I love the name and it's catchy. What's the story behind the name Kraken?
honestly, it's a funny story. Kayla and I, we were out just having some fun. We were having some drinks at a local bar in town.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, you know, kind of excited talking about I wanted to start a food truck. And she was like, oh, yeah, that sounds cool. You want to be a food truck owner? She was like, well, what would you want to sell? I was like, I want to sell whatever. I was like, it doesn't even really matter, you know, because I was a little drunk. And she was like, so, what would you want to call it? And I was like, well, I don't really know. I was like, I would probably name it something cool. And she was like, well, she was like, my favorite animal was an octopus. I was like, well, we're not calling anything. If we name anything octopus, anything. I was like, it doesn't make any sense. I was like, but how about the name Kraken Cafe? And it just kind of stuck with us, you know?
Yes. It has a ring to it. It does.
Yeah.
And then also you can't go wrong though with the octopus as a logo or a mascot for anything. That
Yeah.
name rings a bell. The name is worldwide. Everyone knows. Now, you guys both went to culinary art school here in Las Vegas. Give us a
Yes. Yes.
quick back in history of how that went along and somehow coincide that with the love story of how you guys met.
Okay. She actually went to Art Institute. I went to Le Cordon Bleu. Uh, we met actually fresh out of culinary school working on the strip. So
Wow.
I'm pretty new out of culinary school. She's pretty new. And we meet working out in the industry. And at first, you know, you meet anybody, you know, your guard's a little up. And, you know, she thought, honestly, I was an a-hole. And it was kind of funny. She thought I was kind of a mean guy. But
Right.
eventually my charm, you know, I guess it kind of wore down. And over time, we decided to go into business together.
It's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, are you guys from Las Vegas?
I'm actually from the Bay Area, California. I moved
Okay.
out here in 2001. She's from Hawaii.
Wow. This is a
Yeah,
beautiful
Kayla's from
story.
Hawaii.
Yes. Now it started with the food truck, right? The
Hmm.
do you guys remember those days?
Yes, 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 I do. How can you forget the heat?
Oh man, yes, man. It's a beautiful story. I love the accomplishment when the food truck owner just had reached that milestone of a brick and mortar. This is um this is a beautiful city too, which I love because it's like this city promotes and caters to small business owners. As a food truck, you guys do have the best selling burger. Now, the best selling burger, what would you say kicked it off for you for your joint?
I would say the burger that got us recognition was the bison burger.
Okay. The bison burger. What consists of that burger?
Okay, the bison burger is a bison burger patty. It has cheddar cheese on there. It has some
Mm,
calamari rings. It has bacon, a fried egg, port wine reduction,
mm,
lettuce, tomato, and it has our house freshly baked bun.
man. What would you say is the second best seller?
Uh, man, I guess the umami burger.
The unami burger. Okay. And what's on the unami burger?
Oh, umami.
Umami. Umami. Okay.
The umami burger, it has an Angus beef patty, Swiss cheese. It has braised short ribs, skirt steak, a fried egg,
Mm.
port wine reduction, lettuce, tomato, Dijonnaise, and on a freshly baked Kraken roll.
And see, that's what I noticed when I was just indulging all of the food. That everything was gourmet. It was premium. It didn't taste like a duplicate of somewhere else. It had this distinctive taste. And you guys listening, and you saw the content that I did with the salmon burger. That salmon burger was my first time actually eating a salmon burger. I've eaten salmon plenty of times before, but not in the form of a burger. And this is not just slapping a fillet into a burger. This is a real salmon burger he cooked up, as you can see. Who came up with that idea, Chef Elijah?
I actually came up with that idea. I get the pleasure of saying I did.
Okay.
Kayla actually wanted to do a filet, and I told her that it would look pretty goofy on a
Mm.
sandwich. You know, honestly, I was like, people would be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool," but I was like, "But it would look goofy." So instead, I was like, how about we make croquettes? I was like, my family has a Southern background, and I grew up eating stuff like salmon croquettes for breakfast and stuff like
Mm.
that. So I decided that I wanted to make something a little healthier. So we just pan seared it, but pretty much the same exact thing.
Wow. And it was so good. It was flavorful all the way through. You guys listening, the bread is homemade. Of course, that bread is the best. Definitely Kraken Cafe is in the ranks to fight for the best burger in town, but the bread is hands down the best. I've never had any bread like it. You can't buy this bread. It is homemade. It has a sweetness to it. It is soft. The crisp on it on the end. The bread, let us know about the bread and the history behind the bread.
Okay, the bread is actually one of Kayla's creations.
Okay.
Kayla approached me about it when we decided that we wanted to do Kraken Cafe. She said, to be distinctive, we got to do something that's going to really set us apart from everybody.
True.
And I said, well, what do you want to do that? And she said, let's bake bread. I was completely against it. I'm not going to lie, because I was like, I personally didn't have a background in baking bread. I was like, oh man, that sounds crazy. It sounds like a lot of work.
Right.
But she let me try the bread, and I was like, this is incredible. If we can do this, I was like, yeah, it'll really set us apart. Then we started making some food, and I was like, yeah, we have to do this. So it's just one of those things. Like, we had to, of course, dial it in just like everything else. But other than that, it's been like the saving grace for our business. You know,
Yes.
people's first bite, you get that freshly baked bun, and
It's just
people lose it.
yes. It's almost as it's like a soft roll, a good dinner roll.
Mhm.
It's gourmet. It's
Yes.
just premium. It's nothing like you've bitten into it before with the expectation that you will get from for a burger. So that's what
Yeah.
definitely you are right. It sets you apart from everybody else. Now, is there anything new that you're thinking about exploring to, or trying that's brewing and that will be coming up on the menu?
We actually were going to be bringing back some of our items that we had on the truck
Hmm.
that we didn't get to carry, full time. Like we have we're going to be bringing back in the spring. We're going to be bringing back our LNS, our land and sea burger. So that's
Hmm.
basically it's a burger with a crab cake on it.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. What sauce is on there?
Oh, we actually have our it's a sun dried tomato remoulade.
Wow. See, I love the sound of that. Do you have a specialty drink at Kraken Cafe? Is there a specialty drink that you guys make that's signature?
We're working on one actually.
I like
We're
that.
working on one.
Okay.
We
Okay.
don't actually have our own
All right.
signature drink, but we definitely want to have one.
Okay. All right. Now you're leaning towards the juice. Is it what flavor that you will lean to when it does get accomplished?
Honestly, it would just depend.
Right. Right.
I would
Right.
want to do something that would circulate,
I like that.
honestly, because we like to do new things all the time,
Right.
honestly.
Yeah. And it's different. It's very eccentric. When I come back, I'm definitely trying that. Is it the Cinnabon with the chicken? Let them know about that sandwich.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
It's a cinnamon roll, French toast and chicken sandwich. So basically, we bake some fresh cinnamon rolls, and then we dip that in our house anglaise. It's actually a French anglaise that we do our French toast with, uh, and we sear that up. With
Ah,
some we sear that up perfectly. We cook some perfectly cooked crispy bacon. We fry up some chicken. We top that with some Swiss cheese. But then we powder that down with some bacon, with some powdered sugar. We cut that
yes.
in half. We serve it up.
Oh man, that sounds good. Now this sandwich, you guys have to go to their social media and just go down there and check it out and witness it. The next time I'm there, I'm definitely getting that sandwich and doing some clips on it. That is on my list ASAP. Yes, and I don't know. I was just thinking about it when I was leaving. I was looking at you guys' content, thinking like, man, that was one of the main things I really wanted to try. But definitely the burgers throws you off because the burgers are just they look gourmet. Then the chicken tenders was good. Also, my daughter had the tenders. I like the flavor that you had in batter. The flavor on the yeah, that was real good. To where it went through all the way through the chicken tenders, and that was real good. Now for Kraken Cafe, Chef Elijah, what would be like one thing you would need right now to change the dynamics of your business?
Uh, I would say just business. We need people in the door. We need just a higher attendance.
Right.
Honestly, that would be a driving force. It would give us the ability to hire a bigger team and things like that. Just expand a little bit more.
Okay.
Provide a little bit more consistency
Yes, sir.
and and flow.
And you guys are worth that and deserve it. My hat goes off to you and your wife. You guys are taking care of the family, also running the brick and mortar. We're definitely, if I can help, I'm getting people in there because I can vouch for you. The food is great. The food is great. The hospitality is great. You guys check them out, Kraken Cafe. Chef Elijah, let us know your social media handles. Also, you guys have the website where they also offer catering and private events.
Yeah, definitely. Our website is unleashcrackincafe.com. Our social media is Kraken Cafe LV on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, pretty much everything. Twitter,
Yes, sir. And if you guys
Kraken Cafe LV.
And if you've seen the content, I have them tagged. And also, if you're listening in the show notes, once you guys are, if you're not driving or if you settle in the show notes, you can go ahead and click directly onto their website and also their social media page. And those are right there directly into the show notes. All right. Now, Chef Elijah, before I get you out of here, we're going to see which one you like, either this or that. And next, we're going to see how very, very Vegas you are. You seem like you've been here and you know Vegas, so you might get this one. All right. So with the
All
first
right.
this or that, this one don't puke, and I know you wouldn't eat it. But if you weren't available to cook and you guys are on the road and you have to stop for McDonald's, I know McDonald's for breakfast. Are you more of a sausage McMuffin guy or a sausage biscuit?
Sausage McMuffin,
McMuffin,
because
yes.
it's more, it's classic. It just
Right.
reminds me of my childhood.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like that. Especially that
yeah, it's
yellow
nostalgic.
wrapper. When you get that yellow wrapper.
Yeah, 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 nostalgic. Yeah,
Yeah,
I could even smell it when I just.
yes. But back in the
Yeah,
days, it was different. You remember the
yeah,
cheese used to stick on it, and
yeah,
you should just
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's different back then. But I never did like the biscuit. The biscuit was too bready for me.
It
Um,
was too dry. Yeah, it was dry. I'm sorry, but it
it
was
was,
dry.
and I usually take one off and then use one only and put the jelly in it if I did have a biscuit. And just but you're right,
Yeah,
you're right. But that McMuffin is connected to my childhood too. When you say that, that's funny you say that because you can feel it every time you get one. It's like, man, I remember back
yeah,
then. That's cool.
yeah.
All right. So the next one, when you're in the house at nighttime or bedtime, are you a socks or no socks kind of guy?
No socks,
No
definitely
socks.
no. It's definitely out here. This is Las Vegas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's too hot to be wearing socks in bed.
True, true. It is too hot. I know any other place like down south, back east, you'll catch a cold, definitely. But
Yeah,
yeah, here is no socks. You'll wake up sweating. You can't even sleep with socks on or even heat out here.
yeah.
Yes.
In the Bay Area, I used to sleep in long johns.
Okay. All right.
Tube socks.
Right.
We moved out here, definitely not.
That's right. Now, this next one is freeway driving. We drive that freeway out here amongst other crazy drivers. Are you more of a left side of the lane driver or a right side of the lane driver?
Well, coming from the food truck, for a while I was driving pretty slow. I got kind of used to being in the right lane, but I'm a left lane driver. I'm trying to get where I'm trying to get
That's
as soon
right.
as possible.
I can see that too. Constantly in the truck, it trains you just automatically to where in your car you're driving using the same
Yeah,
behaviors that you did in the
yeah.
truck.
Kelly used to yell at me all the time when I was driving too, like, "Why are you driving so slow?"
Oh man, that's beautiful. All right, so next one, man. I appreciate you sharing that, man. Inside tips on you. So the next one, we're gonna see how very, very Vegas you are. Okay. I want to thank tripsavvy.com, and that's tripsavvy.com. This is for their question. Check them out for other Las Vegas trivia questions. So Las Vegas is home to how many golf courses? I'm going to give you three options. Las Vegas is home to how many golf courses? 52, 34, or 68?
It seemed like there's so many.
It does.
It seemed like there's so many. And we kind of known for it. I want to say that there's so many. I want to go with the highest amounts. You said 68.
68 it is. Yep. So so the options was 52, 34, or 68. Okay. So the answer is 34. Yeah, there is 34. I know it is a lot though. But then if you think about the territory, 34 is still a
It's,
lot. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
because it's
Because
really small out here. It just
yes. And a golf course
yeah,
is not small. It
yeah,
takes some
yes. I've been on a few of them in the truck, so
yes,
yeah.
yes, all right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they're very beautiful though. I love them out here. The community,
Yes,
golf course community, everything's beautiful how they set it up out here. Yes.
yeah,
Man, I
it's amazing.
appreciate your time, Chef Elijah. Is there anything that you want to share before we get out of here? Anybody you want to give shots out to that are important?
I guess I'll give a shout out to my mom, my beautiful mother, and her wife, Bernadette Abraham. Bernadette, I love you. I'm sorry, I'm kind of a little all over the place. I want to send a shout out to my wife's mother,
That's right.
uh, We love you. Thank you for all that you guys do for us and the rest of my family. We appreciate you. And we out here grinding for us all. You know, we trying to grind to the top.
That's right. That's right.
Let's get it
Let's
cracking.
get it cracking, baby. I'm definitely gonna get it cracking with you guys. You guys definitely check out all the content. You've seen some. We got more coming. Then I'm gonna go and get more dishes. You guys need to go down there, check it out. All my content creator friends listening, you guys go ahead and give it out. Shout out to Bullethead. Bullethead, he's because of him, he put me up on you guys.
Yes,
So
Bullethead.
yes,
Thank you.
yes, Bullethead.
Definitely.
He's If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have knew about you guys. So shout out to Bullethead and what you're doing in the
Yeah,
city
he's
of
been
Las
awesome. He's
Vegas.
been amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I appreciate you. You tell Kayla I said hi, little baby girl. Tell her I said hi too. And then I'll see you guys at the restaurant on the next round. Okay.
All right. Thank
Audience, I
you.
want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening. I know you guys could have been anywhere. You enjoy the rest of your Friday. And thank you. You guys check out Kraken Cafe. Give them the address, Chef Elijah, while we're on. Let them know the address.
Definitely. That's 855 East Twain Avenue. And that's suite 107.
All
And
right.
that's in Las Vegas, Nevada, 89169.
Yes, check them out.
Yeah,
Appreciate
come
you
check us
guys.
out. Come get it cracking.
Love you guys. Visit Vegas. And when you visit Vegas places, go visit Kraken Cafe. Talk to you later, Elijah, man. Take care. Peace out, man.